Welcome to the Sunken Ledger. Here, we chart the ocean's darkest tales of lost souls, cursed ships, and ancient legends. Tonight, we set sail into the icy waters of the Arctic to uncover the chilling story of the Baychimo, known to sailors as the true ghost ship of the North. In the autumn of 1931, the SS Baychimo was trapped in the pack ice of the Chukchi Sea off the coast of Alaska. She was a sturdy cargo steamer, built to endure the harsh conditions of the Northern Sea, carrying valuable furs and goods from trading posts along the Alaskan coast. Her steel hull groaned beneath the pressure of the shifting ice, as if she were alive and struggling to break free. But as winter closed in, the ice tightened its grip. The crew, fearing for their lives, abandoned ship, making camp on the ice and waiting for rescue. They watched the Baychimo from their tents, the ship looming like a silent giant in the frozen night. When the ice temporarily loosened its hold, the Baychimo broke free and drifted away, only to become trapped again a few miles distant. With no hope of salvaging her before the brutal winter took hold, the crew abandoned her a second time. They believed the Baychimo was doomed, a lost ship soon to be claimed by the Arctic ice. But the Baychimo refused to die. Over the decades that followed, she was sighted again and again, adrift and empty, a phantom wandering the frozen seas. Eskimo hunters saw her silhouette emerge from the fog, a black shape gliding across the ice-cold water. Explorers and whalers encountered her too, drifting through misty inlets like a ghostly mirage. Each time she appeared, those who ventured aboard found her deserted. Her cargo holds were empty, the cabins frozen and lifeless. The air inside was cold and stale, as if she had been sealed away from the world for decades. No footprints marked the snow-dusted decks. No logbooks explained how she had survived or why she would not sink. In 1939, a group of Inuit hunters boarded her, seeking shelter from a sudden storm. They spent a night in her cold, echoing hull, listening to the wind howl through the empty corridors. They heard the groans of ice pressing against her sides, like the ship itself was alive and crying out in the darkness. When dawn came, the ship had shifted, carried further by the currents. The hunters left, and the Baychimo slipped back into the icy fog. As the decades passed, she became a legend. The ship that would not die, the ghost of the Arctic, wandering aimlessly through the frozen waters, a chilling monument to the power of nature and the limits of human endeavor. Sailors spoke of her in hushed tones around the warmth of shipboard stoves, telling of a ship cursed to drift forever, never reaching a port, never finding rest. Some believed she was cursed, a punishment for the hubris of those who thought they could conquer the Arctic's icy grip. Others said she was a harbinger, a warning to all who dared sail too far into the white wilderness. Those who saw her claimed the ship carried more than just cargo. It carried the memories of those who had died trying to tame the North. The last reported sighting of the Baychimo was in 1969. Nearly 40 years after she was first abandoned. She was seen drifting off the coast of Alaska, battered by time and ice, yet still afloat. Her hull was rusted and scarred, but her decks stood tall against the endless gray sea. Since then, she has vanished into the mists of legend. Today, the Baychimo's resting place remains a mystery. Some say she lies crushed beneath the ice, buried forever in the silent depths of the Arctic. Others believe she still drifts in the lonely polar waters, her rusted hull a testament to the endurance of steel and the indifference of the sea. If you find yourself in the far north, with only the howling wind and the ice for company, listen for the creak of a ghost ship in the fog, the Baychimo, the phantom of the frozen north, forever searching for a port she will never find. Thank you for listening to The Sunken Ledger. Subscribe for more true tales from the depths.